Hi guys, welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System 22 and webdesigntechtips.com. Well, we got a fun one today. We got a hero section here with a little menu at the bottom of it. But I made the menu and the actual logo itself sticky. So when we roll up the page, if you watch the logo, it's going to stick to the top. Keep rolling. That menu is going to stick to the top when it gets up there. Really nice little feature. This was requested by somebody. Somebody wanted a floating menu over a hero section. So I've done this. If you want it somewhere else, I'll show you how to do that too. So let's get started. Now before I enable the Visual Builder, when you create this page, if you're going to use this method, you don't want the default Divi header. So when you create your page, just go in there. Go over to the template down here. If these aren't here, it's all under summary. It may be closed up like that. Just hit the little chevron. Switch it from default template to blank page. That way you won't have your default header with your other menus and titles there. Okay. As you can see, there's no default header up there. Great. Well, let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. And I'm going to go down, I'll delete this whole section. We'll start from scratch. All right, well, let's add a new section. Little blue button to add a section. I'm going to use a regular section. I'm going to use 3 rows in my actual section, but I'm going to make all of mine single columns just like this. Obviously, that's up to you. In my first one, I'm going to put my logo. So I'm going to use a little image icon. Let's just roll down. There's my light coloured logo. And of course that's way too big, and we'll adjust that in just a moment. Now if you want to, you can put a link in or link to your home page. Don't particularly want it to open in a lightbox. Just put whatever link you want in there. And of course you can make this a global custom header if you want to use it on all pages. And you just go into the theme builder and build it exactly the same way as we're going to build this one. Okay, I'm going to give it a slight background. I'll make it black. I'm going to click on the field. I'm going to take the opacity down, just so if this rolls over light sections, you'll be able to see it nicely. And also it'll make it stand out a bit. I want it to be in the row, but I want to have a dark row when it gets to the top there. Okay, let's go to design and adjust this. Alignment wise, I want it in the middle. Sizing wise, let's make it about 15%. I'm going to put just 15 in there. It puts in the percent. Now that may be a little small, but I'm going to make the row bigger, which will make that bigger. So I'm going to leave that just like that for the moment. I'm going to go into this row and make it full width, green tab for the row. Over to design, sizing, width. I'm going to drag that slider up to 100%. I'm going to copy it, paste it down below, or you can just type it if you want in max width there. We've now got a full width row, just so you can see what's going on. You see our row is stretching the full width of the screen there. And that logo's got a bit bigger, which is fine. I want to take a little bit of that padding away though. I'll just take that color away. I just wanted to show you what the row was doing. So I'm going to go into the design and down to spacing. I'm going to take any padding away top and bottom by putting a 0 in there, hitting the chain. Now I'm going to adjust this slightly. That logo is going to get a bit smaller, and I want to give it a bit of breathing room either side. So I'll save my row settings. I'm going to go back into my module here. Design. Spacing. Padding top and bottom, let's try 20 pixels. Again, just put in the 20, it'll put in the pics. I think that's a little bit much. I'm going to cut that down to 10. Hit the chain, do the opposite side. Left and right, I think I want a bit more. Let's maybe put 30 in there. Yeah, that'll work. Great, well I'm going to leave that just like that. When we've got our hero image behind there, it's going to look a lot better. Okay, I'm going to leave that one. Let's add a new row, and we'll put a little bit of contact in there. So again, I'm going to use a single column for my next part. I'm just going to use a simple call to action and pop a button in there. Obviously put your title in there, what you want your button to say. I know there's no button at the moment, but it'll turn up as soon as we put a link in there. And obviously put your content there. So let's add a button. I'm going to go into the link, simply put a hashtag as a placeholder. And as you can see, as soon as I put that in, the button turns up. Fantastic. Now you can style all that individually. Just hit the little pencil icons to take you to the styling options for those. I'm going to leave mine just as it is like that. I am going to change that background color, something more similar to that one. So background is always under content. I'm going to click on it. Going to make it black. Going to left click on the field. I'm going to take the opacity down for that too. And of course we can adjust these more later on. Okay. Well, let's add our menu module next. I'm going to add a new little row. Same again, single column. Inside this column, I'm going to use a menu module, funnily enough. There we go. Now I've only got the one menu here and that's it, so that's what we're stuck with today. But if you had several menus created, you could select one from the drop down here. For anybody that doesn't know to create a menu, go down to your dashboard, Appearance, Menus, give your menu a name and create it. And then you can start adding pages, save it. Once it's saved, it'll appear in the drop down there. Great. Well, I don't want a logo. In the elements here, we've got no WooCommerce, and I don't particularly want to show the search icon. Don't want any links. Background wise, I'm going to give it a black background. Seems to be a bit of a pattern here. And that text has disappeared. That's fine because it's just dark in color. So let's go over to our design now. Layout wise, I'm going to have mine centered so it's in the middle. Just make it so you can see it. I'm going to make an active link and the menu text both white in color. As you can see, it's in the middle there. I think I might make that semi-bold, just make it stand out just a little bit more. That's fine. Great. Well, we've got our menu there. But of course, I want that menu to be full width too. So I'm going to save my settings here. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go into the row, the little green tab right there. Design, sizing. I'm going to make the row full width again by sliding that to 100. Control C to copy, Control V to paste in max width. Or like I say, you type it in. And we got a full width menu there. Great. Well, we've got our elements in place there. Let's just save what we've got. We'll put a little hero image in there. Drag this up to the top. And make things stick. So I'm going to go into the section, the blue tab. Background. Third tab along is background image. I'll use the same crazy image as I used last time. Great. Now I don't want any padding at the bottom here. I want that menu to be sitting on the bottom. But before we do any of that, let's just move it where we want it. I'm going to save those changes there. I'm going to hit my little purple button. And there's a little icon just left as save draft there. It's our layers. And this is section number 3. I'm just going to drag it, throw it on the top there. If we roll up the page, there it is right there. Fantastic. Okay, I can see that logo. Okay, I can see that. Fine, I want to give it a bit more space in a minute. I want my menu to be sitting right on the bottom here. And then we'll make them sticky. So I need to get rid of that gap at the bottom under our menu there. So I'm going to go back into our section. I'm going to go to design and spacing. And that's bottom padding right there. Bit of it's the section and there's a bit for the row. We'll do the same for the row. So padding bottom, I'm just going to put a 0 in there. That'll take most of it away. Not too worried about the top bit. And we're going to go into the green row here. I'm going to take padding both top and bottom away because when I want these to stick, I don't want any gaps there. So design-wise, spacing, padding top and bottom, just put a 0 in the top, hit the chain, it'll do the bottom for you. We've now got it sitting on the bottom there. Perfect. So that's our little menu taken care of. I want a lot more space around our middle bit so we can show off a bit more of our hero image there. So we're going to go into this row. design and spacing. And I'm going to add, try 100 pixels on top perhaps. And let's give it a bit more, maybe 150 on the bottom. Obviously adjust yours to taste. Yeah, I think that's okay, because we've now got our hero section taking up half of the page here, which, yeah, that works for me. Now, if you need to, you can adjust for tablet and mobile if you want to. Common to all Divi modules, just hover over the dark writing. If there's a mobile type phone there, you can do this for modules, rows, sections, whatever you need to. Click on the mobile phone icon, it'll bring up 3 tabs, and you can have completely different settings for tablet and mobile if you need to. I'm going to leave mine just as it is for the moment. And the other thing, I wanted to give that middle section perhaps some rounded corners. So I'm going to go into the design and border. Let's maybe give it 20 pixels. Make sure that change checked in the middle. It is by default. I'm just going to put in a 20. There we got some rounded corners. Fantastic. Okay, when we roll up the page, I want that logo to stick right up the top here. And the bar that it's in, I want to give a bit of color, so when it rolls over other things, you can still see it. So let's do that. I'm going to go into the row that our little logo's in there, green tab again. I'm going to go over to Advanced, and down to Scroll Effects. I'm going to change it from Do Not Stick to Stick to Top. Now when I roll up the page, as you can see, that logo is sticking there. But I want that row to have a color when it's actually at the top there. So let's go back to the content. I'm still in the row and go down to background. Now that we've made it sticky, we've got a new little icon up here, a little pin type icon right there. So we can have different values for when it is and isn't sticking. So if you click on it, when it's not sticking to the top, let's put a color in so you can see it. I'm going to put that black in. I'm going to bring the opacity all the way down so it's invisible. Then when it is sticking, click on the little pin icon here. I'm going to click on that field. I'm going to bring that opacity back or something like that. I don't want mine fully black. I'd like to see some of the site rolling up behind there because we've got a black color on the back of that logo as well, which is helping it stand out. So I'm going to leave it like that for the moment. Let's put it back on desktop. As you can see, when it's sticking at the top now, it's got that dark band. I'm going to have the page scroll up under it like that. Then when we get our menu up there, I want the menu to clamp just underneath it and stick there too. And I'm sure you're ahead of me on this. Save the changes there. I'm going to go into the row that the menu's in. Again, the green tab. Advanced. Down to the scroll effects. I'm going to have it stick to the top also. Now when I roll up the page, that top one's sticking there, everything else is rolling underneath it, and the menu's going to stick on the bottom just like that. As we roll down the page, it's going to stay there. As we roll back, it's going to drop back to its original position. Great, that's perfect. Now somebody was talking about placing this over the hero image. If you want to do that, let's just go over to our advanced here. And I'll save my changes, and I'll save draft. Now, if you wanted that menu to be somewhere else on this hero image, it's very easy to do. We can go back into our row here. Over to the advanced. Let's just take the sticky off of it. And while we're in the advanced, I can close up the scroll effects now. I can go down to position. And we can use absolute position to position this anywhere we want, really. So if we flip it from relative to absolute, by default it puts it on the top. To put it anywhere else, like the middle, just pop it in the middle, and it's always going to be in the middle there. And you can use your Z index to pull it forward or backwards over elements. I know that doesn't look too good. And you can also, we put it on the top here, adjust the vertical so you can have it anywhere on this that you want, really. Put it right there. And it'll roll with the page. Or you can have it down. When you're happy with wherever it is, just hit your save button. But like I say, I wanted mine on the bottom. I want it to be sticky. So let's just get out of there. It should go back to where it was. Just going to resave. And let's check it out on the front end. And here we are on the front end. You can see that logo nicely. You can read all that text and able to hit the button. And of course, we've got our menu here. When I roll down the page, it's going to stick under the logo at the top there. And it's going to stay there as we're rolling down the page. And that's a nice little alternate feature. Like I was saying before, if you wanted to use this on all of your pages, you could go down to your dashboard, down to Divi, Theme Builder, and you can add a global header right there and build it exactly the same way. So there we have it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them down below. I'll do my best to answer them for you, or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.